I had no idea when that was going to end. That was a neat ending.
Sounded incredible.
It was, I found something out today. I tend to play better when I turn myself down in the headphones. Instead of having the drums turned way up, I turned them down today.
That's good to know. I can't wait to share this with everybody.
Yeah, this is,
making a post right now.
I'm burping. I just drank a bunch of water. Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome to, this way, Attention Deficit Drumming. I'm Brian Burwell. Or some people know me as the Dogboy. That's right. Hey, it's been about Reno. You guys.
All right. Teach somebody something or tell us a really nice story.
Well, let's see. Let's work on something. Let's take a pattern. Let's do some coordination. Hello.
Hello.
I'm here.
Sam Lustig. We'll call you back.
I'm going to call you.
All right.
All right.
Let's go to an oldie but goodie. Let's work on some, well, I guess it's polyrhythms, but we're going to do threes with the feet. Right, left, left. Boom, tut, tut, boom, tut, tut. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then let's try maybe some what we call table of time. So first we're just going to play singles with the bass drum. Like that. Nice and light, nice and simple. See what my feet are doing? Mm-hmm. I'm bouncing left foot with all the eighth notes, but I'm only playing 2 of them. So I'm going. That's just something that I've seen other drummers do, but I do it just because it keeps the leg going. It helps keeping the time. It makes keeping time much easier because you get in that eighth note groove. And then you just got to know when to turn it on and turn it off, baby. So first singles. Now watch this. We're going to double the time. So we have threes going on. I'm playing the quarter note. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we want to do groups of 2 in the same time that we're doing all 3 of these notes. This is hard. So that, I can't talk and play this. The second hit will land in between the 2 hi-hat stomps.
Let's mess with the camera.
Then we switch to threes. Hear that? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Whoa! Now I'm going to switch triplets. And it's exactly with the feet, but you're doing singles. It helps, I find, to put an accent with the bass drum. So I always know if I'm landing on the beat. Now we go to the next one, which is 4s, which is very difficult. So we're playing 4 and 3 at the same time. This really isn't polyrhythm, it's playing them both within the same time. Now we're going to try the 5, the 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 7. 8. Now 9. Yeah. It's one of the hardest exercises I've ever learned, and it took at least a year to get to where I could play it semi-comfortable. I saw a video of Steve Smith, the amazing Steve Smith, the Don't Stop Believin'. Yeah, that guy, the guy who played drums on that and was in Journey.
Isn't that Steve Perry?
Well, that's who sang it. Steve Smith was the drummer.
Oh.
Little bald dude. Amazing, one of the greatest drummers I've ever seen. And I saw him on a video of him doing a clinic and doing that exact exercise. And then he took it to the next level. Here, I'll do some of what he did, but he also then started taking each grouping and moving it around the kit, and I am not that good yet. And
Embarrassing.
I don't want to do it right now. I can attempt. I can do the 9s and the 3s and jam, because for some reason the 9s, because they fit so well with the 3s, because it's whatever lower common denominator, some math term. It tends to work out really nice. Right.
Some math term.
Yeah. He did this. Instead of just a single kick, he did a double. He'd go, well, let me find it. First. So those are 1s, just 1. There's the 2. See, you can 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Wow.
Woo!
That boy got some chops.
That is probably
some lamb chops.
That's great. The 5s, the groups of 5s, and the 5s and the 7s are the toughest ones within that. And something you may notice, or maybe not.
Who knows?
Anytime I'm doing an even number, the accent will stay on the right hand if I start it on the right hand. All the odd numbers, it'll alternate. The accent will move to the left hand every other accent. So if I'm doing 2s, it's going to be 1, 2, 1. That's where it'll fall with the bass drum. Once I go to 3s, it's 1, 2, 3. It'll switch to left. That can help you achieve this pattern because you can know by which hand is going to be doing the accent. When you're doing the 5s, it's hard to feel the 5 against 3. Sorry, it's not 5 against 3. It's 5 and 3 at the same time. It's a totally different type of exercise. So you can keep track if the accent wants to land, if you know you're going to do 5s and it has to land on the bass drum with the right hand, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That can help you figure out that timing. For me, it written down helped me understand what I was supposed to do, but boy, it didn't help me figure it out to get in my head what it actually sounded like. It was the accents, patterns, and then just repetition. And doing a lot of odd groupings, odd time groupings, like groups of 5s, and starting to hear how those feel, even just on their own. I'll show you a pattern right now. It's derived from this, an old one called Bucket of Fish, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh.
Which is bucket of fish. Bucket of fish. Right, left, right foot. Biddly-dunk, biddly-dunk, bucket of fish, fruit-a-loom, 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 bucket of fish. That's used in, what's the song? We're Not Gonna Take It? By
We're not gonna take
yes, the intro.
We're gonna take it.
It's a good lick to learn. So bucket of fish, bucket of fish.
Hey, quick question.
Yes,
Are you ever gonna say paradiddles?
maybe. I'm trying to snot.
Okay.
Snot? I'm trying to snot.
It'd be a good idea if you did.
I will. It'll get there. It'll be part of this in a second.
Okay.
I'm sure it will.
Everybody wants
I'm
to
gonna
hear
show
you say it.
show
They
my-
want to take a shot.
Oh. Paradiddle. Hey! What? Oh, there it is. Look at that. Is that like Jurassic Park?
I don't know. I think it's like Star Trek Next Generation
Maybe
stuff.
maybe that's
I
what
like
it
how
is.
it like froze up on me.
Right. So
Glad I had that waiting for
we're
it.
cutting edge here at attention deficit drumming. Attention deficit drumming. Attention deficit drumming. We like to talk about paradiddles. Plus, feel free to take a shot every time you hear the word paradiddles.
Yes, every time.
Every time. So we have bucket of fish. And then all you have to do is stick a double in the foot, but not a fast one, not a 30-second note if my note values are 16th notes, because you don't want to take up the time of one beat, you want it to take up two. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then just practice that to death. So on its own, it doesn't sound that odd, but if you try to put that into a normal time, man. It goes up like tenfold once you try to add that hi-hat in with the foot, because it may not make sense, because it's going to be on the beat and then off the beat and then on the beat.
Sure.
Sure. Yeah.
Sure. You know what? Let's play a song.
I'm ready for a song.
Ben, are you ready for a song?
We learned something.
I think Ben's ready. Ben's mic's broken. But let's do this. Come on. I don't want to hear you.
Oh, that's the end. I don't think we've done that song before. If we had, I didn't remember it. Thank you for the wow. Paradiddles. Paradiddles, they're fantastic. I'm going to take my breath for a second. So those whole center sections where I was soloing, or attempting to solo, excuse me, was purely because I had no idea what was going on musically.
Oh no!
Oh,
I'll give you a preview of what might happen next.
So, in those sections,
Wait, are you gonna tell a story?
well, I was just going to say, if I was in a band playing that, I probably wouldn't just solo unless I was really supposed to. But I took the time to do a little soloing, but that was because I didn't know where the hits were. And literally, as I was soloing, I was trying to find where they were. And then, of course, once I started figuring out where the punches were, they changed. They changed to a different section. But that is, as long as you know where the time is. I mean, there was times when I was purposely flipping the beat up and down in those really open areas because it was kind of cool. But as long as I know where one is, you can do just about anything in there. I'm just filling up space. I spent most of my young days when I was practicing, I did a lot of soloing along to songs. And it was pretty much just what I did there. I would make up new drum parts. I would use the drums that were in the song as a click track. I'm going to itch my ear. Woo! And I would just go crazy. I would try to figure out different timings. And that's how I got to where I could play a lot of different things. And while I'm playing a lot, I can mess up all day long during it, and most people won't notice, or they'll think I'm doing something on purpose when I'm not. It's just coming out. But I've gotten so comfortable at doing drum fills and filling within beats that I can train wreck, but at least in my head, stuff will come out that's not even planned, and I can finish licks because I'm going for the end result, meaning the end of the phrase to the cymbal. That's where I want to get. I want to make sure I land on that perfect. So even if I mess up my timing, as long as I'm keeping the groove in my head and in my body, a lot of movement, I know I'm going to be okay. The only times I'm not going to be okay is when I don't know the song and it has an odd bar or an odd time. And that can really throw you when you go to do something and instead of that tag at the end, that symbol, that beat 1 or beat 2, depending on if I miss one, I just catch it on number 2 and people will, oh, yeah, that's so cool. How'd you come up with that? And I'm like, I didn't. I just missed the beat and I kept going. I don't know where I'm going with this. Papa John's Pizza. That felt like a commercial. Yeah. Paradiddles. So now that I said that, I want to jump back to that triplet foot pattern and show you paradiddles against it. So paradiddles are groupings of 4. And we're going to do that over groupings of 3. So here's the foot pattern again. Boom tut tut boom dot dot boo dot dot dee dot dot boo dot 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 dot. Na 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 na. These are a few of my favorite things. That's how I. Exactly.
When I'm feeling sad. All right.
That's exactly the tune I use.
What kind of beat do you use for a spoonful of sugar?
Spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down.
No.
I play it in 7.5.
Ah.
I play it in 1. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Sorry. All right, so paradiddles. We can go. Dude, it's honestly hard to do this and talk. So we go right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right. Paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. I'm just moving them around now. Let me start that again. I'm not even sure that last one sounded like crap. It was still hard, though. Do that with anything. You could play a 5 pattern with the feet. Right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, left, left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then paradiddle. Paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. Goal is to get where you can feel it all together. I'm singing the 5 or the bass drum part. I lost it right there. Let me get back. Paradiddle, paradiddle. Still paradiddles. But what I'm doing is I guess they call it metric modulation. I'm going up a step from, let's see.